Yes, now this is the video to keep. Now that I've gotten the full walkie in, told myself I'm very upset at myself for having to buy another pair of pants. Because Donovan's getting too old and fat to fit into his beloved, beautiful Ben Davis trousers. And so I'm like, no, that's not happening. In some way, shape, or form, this is happening. I'm melting some of this off. Had to stay home yesterday, and in so doing, promised myself, I said, okay, we're going to get this bunch of stuff reorganized. Holy shit. I've gained like this huge footprint in my room. Like the joy I'm feeling right now. And then I get my coffee. Beautiful woman making coffee. There's just nothing so wonderful. Starbucks. Beautiful women making coffee. You're like, you're so beautiful. And your coffee is so good. Even though it doesn't matter if it's not. For some reason, it's even better coming from your beautiful hands. So, because I'm old and thirsty. See, I'm a Boolean right now. Look at the birds. Look at this. Kaloo-Kalay. What a frabjous day, my friends. Nobody's out because it's chilly. It's frosty. People are like, I don't want to go outside. It's cold. Donald Trump made the weather cold. Which, of course, everybody's, wow, look at that. Look at how tiny they are. They're so tiny. They're so itsy-bitsy. Wow. Dude, everything. Cheeseburgers, bro. And they had my favorite seafood medley at the store. So I have my favorite seafood medley so I can make my rice and spicy seafood. I love that. Nothing, I love that. So yeah, everything's cheeseburgers. Everything's going pretty nice. So, we found the duckies again. Another hiding place. Look at that. That makes perfect sense. See, everything's right in the world. Everything's okay. See, I'm going to be hitting this again. Hitting the old spot. People are putting out rocks and sticks so you can lift up sticks and rocks. Right now, that's not what's going on. Right now, that's not what's happening. Because, gotta admit, it's a little colder than I'd like to get some training on right now. And also, very seriously, seeing the executive orders happen, magnificent, absolutely magnificent. The speed with which all of this is starting to happen, the entire understanding of the Republican Party now really getting, like, they have a direction now. And also, they're seeing how, holy shit, with one move, this is a very important concept that a guy put me onto who is not a Republican, not on the right, Navy dude who was the guy who sued over Bernie. He's the guy. He's one of the people who was in the lawsuit. What happened with Bernie's candidacy? Only to find out that, like, how a whole new level of how the government worked. And then he taught everybody how to look things up online, how to look people up, how to look stuff up, how to search for the background on subjects, and look up the metadata. And fantastic resource. So one of the things that whenever there's a new technology that it seems like recently, especially over my lifetime, every administration is suddenly like, this new technology or a new age of this or blah, 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 blah. Well, that means that who's ever high up in government, they're going to be a part of the writing of the laws of all of this. They get seats on boards. They get cuts of stock. Well, now a lot of them can't get stock. You see, everything's changing really fast. The old system is starting to change. So what these guys got to do, they got to put in the work. They got to impress smart people. And I really mean this. They have to impress all of these very, very smart people who are running these giant companies so that when they're out of government, they have some value to these wealthy guys. They've got to now make the connections between people, or they stick to their fucking job dealing with legislation. No more of this. I'm Hillary Clinton. I'm going to get on the board of Alphabet. I'm going to be running a planet-wide nonprofit that's not really properly listed with the IRS and is running quote-unquote charity work that we're not allowed to do all over the globe. That's not happening anymore. People aren't going to be allowed to do that anymore in the government. It's going to be more and more dissuaded. And yeah. And one of the key reasons why is because obviously I had said over and over again, illegal. So what's the deal with? Well, it means somebody has to look the other way to not prosecute you. And so the issue comes down to, you end up having these people with these kind of very illegal operations of a wide variety that they're involved in. Political people, like, say, not so, actually, quite literally, not so kosher political people of various parts of the world that you have as a part of a network of people through various companies, through various friends you've made, doing legislation, like, say, helicopters. Iran used to have a lot of, I think it's the Huey. They actually made them back in the Melchizedek, right? The Shah, the last Shah. One of the things is that they were manufacturing helicopters. So they still have an infrastructure for building things like this. This is actually why they were able to build drones so well, is because they already had machining and facilities that could deal with such types of weapon systems, and on top of it, they actually already had some expertise for multiple generations. So that's the idea, is that you see, it takes, we're seeing, only so much time pass in some of these big changes that are happening in society. So I'm finding it very interesting, the way things are lining up on how are you going to gain power. Let me give the best example I've seen so far, so I could really make this a little more clear. Vivek. Okay. If after the whole H-1B visa thing on X happens with Elon and Vivek, and and now there's all the hearings over how Doge is going to be, who's going to do what, this, that, and the other. One of the things is with the people, the way people are reacting, like Reservoir Dogs. Vivek is the only one that we don't really know. We're not 100% on. That everybody understands this. Everybody who knows about the historical, new right, everything. Vivek is not a proven, he's not proven out yet. So far, he's not like kind of a bad dude. But there's just enough about him that's very moderate. One, he's actually a very normal, moderate, business type person of the educated class. So one that there's some people that's not, that they aren't stoked in a way like if he were, say, the owner of a shipping and receiving trucking firm. That's a different type of character. But no, the guy who used to run a medical CEO like Ramaswamy, it's a certain type of mentality, an entire lifestyle. Doctors are doctors. So, and business people like that are business people like that. He needs to prove himself able to whoop ass. So he has to become governor of Ohio. And that's it. It's Trump's like, sorry, I got to see bodies. You got to do it. I got to see bodies. Like, Elon showed Trump, oh yeah, all those guys, they couldn't do the job. All those people couldn't do the job. They were getting paid. I didn't want to give money to people who couldn't do the job. There's the bodies, and then he keeps doing things that he's handing bodies. He's handing bodies over. People are coming up to him being like, Don Trumpo, please, Elon told me you were displeased with me. I would never do anything to insult the Don Trumpo. Anything, please. What kind of cut can I get? I thought I was making my numbers, sir. I thought I made my number. I thought I hit it. What happened? So, also, ByteDance, that was beautiful. That was one of the most beautiful symbols ever of how different everything is. He sat there signing documents, one of which had something to do with the SES. Like, he openly said, the reporter finally asked a smart question. Blah, blah, blah. What are you signing there? Da-da-da-da-da with the SES, Senior Executive Services. So now Senior Executive Services apparently have executive orders directed at them, which I'm thinking is like the way that they're going to be there. He's basically saying, I can fire them. That's fundamentally what I'm thinking it is that because that's the one thing you can't do. When you look up stuff about the Senior Executive Service, you end up finding out, no, they don't get fired. They just get moved to another part of the government. I'm thinking that executive order is, no, I get to fire you because if they could fire Sean Spicer from that one thing, then I could fire these guys because I'm the frickin' Don. And that's how it looks like it's probably going to start going over about the next year. As more and more people start showing him, oh yeah, I'm going to fuck with you. And then he's going to be like, no, you're not, and you're gone. And so Elon's proving himself out in spades, really. In spades. Vivek has to prove himself out. Vivek has to earn his territory. Fundamentally, he has to earn his territory. And so as Trump's signing stuff, what is he doing? He's like, oh, I think, taking half. It makes sense to me. It's over here in America, and we're providing you all of your value, if you know what I mean. And so, I think we take half. God damn it. Oh, it's so good. And I love how offended there's this kind of part of America, like, because I saw Asmongold looking at this, and I kind of like how there's this very polite part of Americana that's like, oh, How could, oh God, oh no, oh no, what is this? Oh God, oh no. That there's this part of Americana that's thoroughly like, oh geez, you can't just shake them down for half. And so it's not just that they're going to be shaken down for half. No, of course not. No, it's even more. Oh, pardon me. Oh my God, is this so funny? I mean, just to see the news report this morning on it blew my mind. That so I was watching Asmongold's take on this, and his chat was like, oh my God, the way he's handling TikTok and ByteDance, blah, blah, blah. It's like a mob boss. So I wake up this morning, and what's the next story? ByteDance is actually going to do their AI data hubs. Hey, puppers. Hey, doggo. What's going on? And they're going to have to open their AI development place here in the States. It's something like $18 billion, $17 billion facility. So not only did he say, one, we're taking half. That's the first part. Just that part of it where, no, think we'll take half. And then beyond that, it's, and you're going to open a casino on our territory. You're going to run this casino for me. I mean, it was beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful. I mean, it was like he was like Mazzieri himself. Like he's like, and you will run the casino for me and pay me. Like, oh my God, like, so good. I got a casino that I'd like to build. You will build it, and then you will pay me. Oh God, it's so good. Because everybody knows, you see, this is the thing that a lot of the chump-ass fucking leftists, and then a lot of the doomer point of view gets wrong. No, America spends it, you wouldn't believe it. The crap, I have just sorted out for years, crap I have. Okay, and this is stuff that's actually got some value to it, and I could use them. Don't worry, people buy totally worthless shit all the time, constantly. Amenities and luxuries. There's this unbelievable amount of capital running around in our markets. The worst thing that could happen with any market, anywhere at this time, is they don't move their money around. Money has to move. That's the only way it works. It's like rivers and material that becomes soil. Everything's got to flow. If the money stops flowing, that's when the old die. The old and the women start to die. That's when it happens. So money moving is people talking about, can't wait to move my money here. Can't wait to do this with my money, my big, fat, humongous money. That's good. That's where it starts. And I've seen this before. People are going to figure out how to capitalize on AI in ways that none of us are going to foresee. And there's going to be all this, AI, it tells you the mistruth. You're distruthing things. Well, the truth is that the left and the Antifa, they are fighting for the people. They're not just college-educated weak who the police just are too afraid of, because that's what really is going on. Trump needs to go after the National Lawyers Guild, and then Trump needs to pull a lot of these groups of professors up to the fucking hill. Have a talk with some of these professors at these universities who are going to lose their funding as TPUSA tests the territory. TPUSA goes there, tries to have a talk, Antifa and all them show up, fuck shit up, and then all the staff and all the faculty of that school get talked to on the Hill, and face a bunch of people saying, we're going to pull your funding. We're waiting to pull your fucking funding. You know how this is going to go down. We're gangstering the fuck out of you now because you guys wanted to bring violence to the streets and try to change people's minds with that shit. Now we're going to take your money. And everybody knows, doesn't matter how gangster you are, broke is broke. And and gangsters will figure out a way of doing something a whole lot different when they know they are simply going to have no lawyer to help them, no fucking money, and that all they'll have is a record. And on top of it, the real threat of being thrown into federal prison when you're Antifa now is on. You will get fucked up in prison. You will not have buddies you won't form a clique. No, it will go very, very, very badly. Very badly. There's now things developing in that world because I listen to people who like they're in kind of on the edge of that life now here on YouTube, and there's stuff that they're talking about. I was like, this is exactly what people like me feared. Because you have these wackos who are able to show up in masks and fuck people up all the time, you end up developing this counterculture to it. This happened with the skinheads dealing with various left of center movements in Britain. That there was nothing that right wing really about the skins until it started to become this extreme thing between the unions and the left. And so now one of the issues that's coming is you have super Nazis in fucking prison now. And a lot of these tranny boys and these commie boys, they really have something to worry about now that the federal government's very much run by somebody who's like, yeah, you really should go to fucking prison for a long time for what the kind of shit you pull. And these police who are Portland police are going to actually have probably the federal government coming down on them. I would not be surprised about this, that by the end of it, Multnomah is going to have problems with the federal fucking government. They're going to have and that they're going to have to get rid of that there's going to be a federal takeover of their police department. That's what I foresee. I foresee that Oregon is going to have its police departments in various cities taken over by the feds, reorganized by the fucking feds, because they're going to say, sorry, there are federal statutes you are obviously going out of your way to violate. You are doing these things, what you're supposed to be doing is protecting people from harm, and you are categorically not doing this when it comes to these protesters who are leftists and protesters who are pro-jihadists. So this is going to get way too real. The Trump administration is showing people they're going to make it way too real. And a lot of people are going to be sitting back like, and no one did anything. All these women who look like that fucking preacher who was dressing down Trump. This fake priestess of a fake arm of baloney Christianity, complete baloney end of Christendom. Just this, yeah. It's a 501c3. Nothing more. Just a front. Like the white Ruthenian church. They should call it the Ruthenian Episcopalians. the white Ruthenian Episcopalian Orthodox. That's what they are. Just keep tacking names on there. The apostolic. Was it apostolic patriarchate of the Episcopalian Orthodox? There we go. That's it. That sounds legit. Put a woman in front of it, and it's even more legit to people in the Protestant world. Totally comes across like a legit form of Christianity to them. Make it fake and gay. It's obviously Protestantism. Sorry, because it's sure enough, it could be Catholicism, as we're seeing right now, with the present fucking Pope. That could apply to Catholicism. They're all of like 1 year away from establishing women as priests. Fucking shit. Yeah, and then the last thing that really hit, because before when I was talking about it, and I was like, yeah, that wasn't cool, but the gender thing, it's done. This is so, you have every opportunity to be like, okay, we've not just lost this, we have actually caused the right wing to rise and defeat us. So we could just take the L. See, this is totally an option. You could take the L. You could just be like, we should support each other. We should have pride in ourselves and support our brothers and sisters and people who are Mr. and Bisters and Twisters and stuff, whatever you are, we're all together. See, that's what you should do. You're not going to do that. This is something I've been I keep seeing, it keeps happening. You're not going to do that. You're going to try to make a lot of hay out of this. And it's only going to get more gloriously bad. I don't know why this lesson doesn't get learned, but it won't be. Because it wasn't before, it won't be again. So, you could take the L. You won't. You're already showing that here in Oregon. So, this will be absolutely fascinating as a lot of you start to figure out, like, oh, wait, there's a federal law against me doing this. That means I get punished in a federal facility. And the feds don't recognize that I'm a titty boy. So, well. And yeah, there we go. And with that, I'm out. My room's so fucking boss. Yes, I love it. Yeah, that's the only reason I haven't been recording sessions of spinning, because it's just kind of too embarrassing. It's like, yeah, it's a little Asmongold-ish. Not the same way, but a little. So, alright, talk to you guys later.